Hi there. So during the course of this video, I'm going to explain to you everything that happens during a PSYCH-K session. So when you first get in touch, then we'll send a form out to you and we will arrange a time and a date for the clarification call. During the clarification call, it's your opportunity to explain and describe everything that's happening for you right now. So how things are, what it is that you want to change, and ultimately how you would like to be. Also, you have the opportunity to ask any other questions that you may have about PSYCH-K and the process and what will happen, and so we can answer those questions. And then if you're happy to go ahead, then we'll arrange the time and date for the PSYCH-K session itself. Now that can be anything from a day or two to a week or more. It's whatever works for you in your calendar. And the important thing though to acknowledge is that the whole process is starting from the minute that we have that clarification call. Because when you talk about things, bring them out into the open, then you're bringing them more into your conscious awareness. And behind the scenes, your brain will be working away. And so what can happen is that you might have new realizations or acknowledgements or perceptions that kind of just spring to mind in between that clarification call and the PSYCH-K session itself. So you'll make a note of those. And then at the beginning of the PSYCH-K session, then I'll ask you if there's anything else that's come to light. And then everything that we discussed there will form the basis of the PSYCH-K session itself. And within any session, you have three options, broadly speaking. So the first one is that it might be just particular goal statements and belief statements that you want to work on. Think of them as positive affirmations. So they are always positive statements, they're always present tense, and they're also first person. So it will be I or my type statements. So we can help to bring those up during the course of the session and really tailor them to being really personal to you. Or it might be that you come into the session, you're like, do you know what? I know exactly how I need to be thinking and believing. These are the statements I want to work on, and we'll do that. There's also the option to transform the perception of stressful events. Now this can be things that have happened in the past, in the here and now, and also things about the future. The important thing really to clarify about this process is that it is really gentle, it's really empowering. The process in itself takes literally a couple of minutes. So it's not like you're going to be in all of the negative emotion for the entire session and beyond, because that simply isn't the case with the technique that we use. And also we'll make sure that it's the appropriate time if that's something that you want to ultimately work with. And then the third option is messages. Now messages can be really powerful if you just feel like you've been stuck on a roundabout, that just the same old things keep on going round and round, or things get better and they're back again. Or it might be that you've tried other modalities and you've never really had that lasting change. Because we can consciously know what we need to work on and how things should be or why we think they're like that, but that might not be the case at all. And so the really powerful part of messages is you're tapping into that subconscious understanding, because your subconscious mind or your higher intelligence will know the answer. And so with messages we can find out what those things are, and often it can be 2 or 3 messages or layers, and then we can progress forwards from there. So that's really messages in a nutshell and the appropriate time to use them. Now with every single process that we use in PSYCH-K, we call them balances. And at the end of every balance, it's really important to celebrate. The celebration will be whatever it is for you in that moment, whatever you feel inclined to do, whatever you feel is the right thing. So it can be literally just to sit and think about what's happened and really tune into the emotions or how differently you feel about it. It can be tearing around the room, running and celebrating, doing cartwheels if you really want to. Or it can just be a woo and a virtual high five and everything in between. It really is, it's whatever is unique and personal to you. The really important thing about the celebration is it's like putting closure on that one thing that you've worked on. It's like saying to your subconscious mind, thank you, we're done now. And it's like a full stop at the end of a sentence. And it also helps to lift your energy, lift your vibration, and really help to bring everything into realization, to bring everything to life. So during the course of the session, we'll work through whatever type of balance it is that's right for you at that time. And at the end of the session, then we'll come up with, well, I say we, I mean you, will come up with 2 or 3 action steps. And those action steps will be things that are definitely achievable for you, that they're realistic, and that they're things that will help to move things forwards for what the aim of the session's been, because PSYCH-K gives you the seed for potential, for how things could be, but it's then up to you to take the necessary actions to actually bring them into realisation and bring it to life, essentially. So when we've laid out your action steps, then it's down to you. If you just think, do you know what, I'm fine, I'll get in touch if I really want to. Absolutely fine, not a problem. Or it might be that you want to then check back in. So it might be in a week's time, it might be a month, it's whatever timeline feels appropriate for you. And then we'll check in as to how you've been with the action steps and how you found things since the session before. So with that, it might be that you just want to do a quick text or an email, whether you send that or we contact you at a prearranged time to find out. Or it could be that you just want to pop back on Zoom for 5-10 minutes, let us know how things have been, answer any questions that you might have, and then just be able to clarify anything that you may need to. So, like I say, every single PSYCH-K session always led by you, and that certainly goes with the follow-up as well. If it is that you're booking more than one session, then we'll just check up at the beginning of the next session. So to summarise, once you've been in contact, we'll arrange a clarification call, go through how things are for you and how you want them to be. There'll be the PSYCH-K session itself with the individual processes, again guided by you as to which would be the most appropriate at that moment in time. The celebrations every time you've achieved that goal, and then the action steps to then be able to help bring your new reality to you as soon as possible. And then so that's it, PSYCH-K. So if you have any other questions, then please do get in touch and we can more than happy to answer them.
Remember to subscribe to our channel or visit itsallabouthealth.co.uk for more ways to improve your health naturally.